in 2014, Call of Duty decided to change things up quite a bit. Wanted to go into another direction that went on for like 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years. They went futuristic, and Advanced Warfare was born.
Yeah.
It wasn't. You didn't even buy it, right? It was never one that you played.
Cause that was the first one that was only next gen, and yeah, I didn't. I was going through a Smash phase, I guess, Nintendo phase.
Yeah, because you would come over.
Yeah.
I had it when we were in college.
Yep.
So you would come over and we would play it, and that was about as much as you could take.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I'll probably more or less kind of take the lead on this one.
Yeah.
Because I actually kind of enjoyed it. I play the campaigns in every single Call of Duty. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty decent. I mean, this is when they more started to have celebrities in it a little bit more than just as cameos. So they had, I don't even remember his name, but I guess now he's a pedophile now. So I bet they wish they could take it back. But they had the jetpacks, I say in quotations, was implemented in it.
Mm-hmm.
Some wall running, weird ass spike grenades that kind of acted as throwing knives but weren't. The zombies was very, very different because Pack-a-Punch was basically non-existent in it. You upgraded your gun and you could do it 20 plus times. And each time you did it, more attachments got thrown on it, change colors, whatever, right? I think there was only like 3 or 4 perks. The zombies could fucking fly, which was obviously weird within itself.
Mm-hmm.
But the maps were actually pretty decent. But that's about it, man. I mean, they also had a survival mode. It sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely not a Call of Duty to really talk about too much.
Yeah. Part of the reason too, I remember too, I didn't get next gen console at that time and all that is before going to college, I kind of thought I was like kind of done with like video games. Obviously not the case, but yeah, I just kind of thought I was done. Like the old crew was just no longer playing Call of Duty, kind of onto other things, other games I
Right.
didn't have interest in. So yeah, but I will say though, playing a little bit of Advanced Warfare with you though, those guns, it felt good to shoot and hit.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it feels better than Cold War.
Yeah. No,
Drop people a lot sooner in Advanced Warfare.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the worst Call of Duty. It's just not a good Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Because yeah, no, the guns were good in it. It's just overall, it just wasn't great.
Yeah.
Especially because it was like right after some of the better Call of Duties. It's only a couple of years after fucking Black Ops 2. So, but for me, this is kind of where Call of Duty has its downfall because right after Advanced Warfare, we hit Black Ops 3, and then after that is Infinite Warfare. Black Ops 3 is the worst Call of Duty I've ever played, ever, and that's definitely saying something because Infinite
what
Warfare
about the
sucks too.
zombies in Black Ops 3?
Don't even know if I actually played. They didn't have zombies. Oh yes, it did. It was horrible because it was a you're in. What is that fucking town that's sinking? And it has like the fuck. I can't even think of it, but I just remember it was horrible. Um, guns all sucked. I think I only played it 2 or 3 times, and
Did
I just
you?
absolutely hated it.
Was that the one where you had to open loot boxes to get guns, or was that Black Ops 4?
Uh,
Or did you level up to unlock them?
I don't know.
Don't remember. Didn't play it enough. But no,
I really didn't.
if you ever look at like TikTok lists for Call of Duty, like, I mean, I like never see those lists anymore on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I just see a bunch of crap nowadays about making money,
Yeah.
selling houses. Like it's just so easy. Um, anyways, back when I would see a lot of those lists, like no one really ever has Black Ops 3, even in like the top half.
No,
Like
it was just it
it
was
might
just
be the
so
middle,
bad.
but some of them, yeah, it's down there.
The campaign was absolutely horrible too. I mean, even then they did this weird ass thing where you're fucking um flipping out on drugs and you're going kind of back in time where it's almost like you're playing World at War again. For 10 seconds you're like, okay, this is fucking awesome. And then 10 seconds later you're fucking done. And you're like, what the
Uh,
fuck, you know? Yeah, no, it was just really bad. Infinite Warfare is almost just as bad. The campaign is absolutely horrible. You can actually skip straight to the end after just 2 hours of playing the campaign if you want to, because the rest of it's just side missions.
wow.
Not even fucking with you. I literally, because I was never big in side missions back in the day, so I just played it all through. I only did the main stuff. Like, oh, that was it. I have one playthrough, maybe 2 playthroughs on YouTube, and yeah, that was it.
Yep. Um, the the pushback I'll give you though, um, I would be okay with another advanced. What do you want to say? Like futuristic first person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
If they did what they did with it, Infinite Warfare, and have remastered Modern Warfare alongside with it, then I'd be okay with it. All I did was play Modern Warfare Remastered. I've completely
Yeah.
forgot about Infinite Warfare that year. And I'm not gonna hate on it because of it, and like the zombies, we still played a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
That was tight. Um,
Yeah, but just remember, even when we would play the multiplayer, you and I both would go fucking 8-20 just because it was horrible.
yeah, I was
It
actually
just
pretty freaking bad at that Call of Duty.
it that Call of Duty was just absolutely horrible. It got to the point where you and I could only play the zombies on it because one, we wanted to play together, but also that zombies was actually really fucking badass.
Yeah.
That was also the only game that you and I both had at the time. That zombies was really good. You got we used the M1 Grand, which we never used since fucking World at War. It felt
Yeah.
like, and you could use that for 5 to 7 rounds, I believe.
Yeah.
It has fucked up moments, but traps were huge on that one, which they seem to get rid of on zombies, which is kind of stupid. They even had it where the traps could kill you, which was kind of cool. It added just another element of surprise to it. Um, they didn't overly complicate it, and the big guy wasn't too bad. Sometimes the big guy is a little too much in some of the zombies,
Yeah.
where they just overdo it. But he wasn't too bad, which was actually kind of nice. Clowns were stupid as fuck, but otherwise. But I mean that's my only thing for Infinite Warfare that it has is zombies, which whatever.
Mm-hmm. Um, but yeah, there are rumors out there that this next Call of Duty is going to be futuristic. Now, granted,
Great.
I've seen rumors that it's going to be Modern Warfare 2 remastered. I've seen rumors that it's going to be Modern Warfare 2, uh, like Modern Warfare 2019.
Mm,
But like, yeah, so there's rumors for everything. But that's kind of been the trendy thing on TikTok that everyone's saying it's going to be futuristic. But we'll see
right.
because we're not going to know until like the summer. Um,
Probably August or something.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
the only thing I ask
yeah.
is if they're gonna go futuristic again, they need to make the gunplay like Modern Warfare 2019 because that's about as perfect as you can get it.
Yeah.
You can't get much better. I don't even think you can get better right now than that game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it has its bad moments, absolutely, but gunplay wise, that's all I need. Then I'll be happy. Cold War gunplay is absolutely horrible, horrible. God.
A flaw with the futuristic ones is just like I just remember a couple times people would jump while I was shooting at them, real
Mm-hmm.
close, and like that would fuck everything up.
Jump over your
Um,
head and then shoot you in the back.
yeah, like that's part of the reason I was bad. I just never really used the jumping.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was kind of the something other people would say you hear online. Um,
Right.
uh, yeah, and then after that one, Call of Duty World War Two. I don't think I could ever get you to buy that one. I
No, I
was
rented it.
I was hyped for it,
Mm-hmm.
but kind of like I said earlier, the sniper rifle was the snipers were the best in that game. Kind of because the way the maps were made, and yeah, there's just nothing you could
Right.
really do around. And then I guess World War Two didn't have assault rifles, um,
Right.
just SMGs and then single shot rifles. Well, single shot rifles suck.
Yeah.
like
You actually had a montage, a montage that
yeah,
actually did really good
yeah, for the car.
on YouTube. Yeah. But I mean, that just kind of proves your point a little bit there because you're not somebody that uses snipers ever really in Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Um, and yet you had a ridiculous montage for it.
yeah. And that was the first Call of Duty I had played a ton since like Ghost. Um,
Yeah.
or no, Modern Warfare Remastered was the year before, so no, I had played that one a ton. Um, but yeah, I really tried to go ham for World War Two, and it just and then like the zombies was like a small ass cabin. Like don't even
Yeah.
do zombies if you're just gonna half ass it Call of Duty, which I mean it's been I didn't try Black Ops 4, but this zombies is Firebase is good, but
Mm-hmm.
that map was so small it's dumb.
Black Ops 4 actually didn't even have zombies.
oh
It was the only Black Ops that didn't have zombies. They introduced the first battle royale.
oh yeah,
Um,
Blackout.
yep, Blackout
Why do people like Warzone so much more than Blackout? Just because the Gulag?
probably.
Wow.
Um, when Blackout came out initially, I liked it because it was literally just going back to the old school maps, just put together. And then they just kept on adding shit, and basically people could see you through walls eventually, and it was really bad. And I only played when it was free, because
Mm-hmm.
I never bought Black Ops 4. Well, I told myself after 3, I was never gonna buy another Black Ops game, uh, which which
Not
definitely worked
Cold
out for
War.
me. I I actually probably should have listened to myself on that too. But
Good gunfight though.
going back to World War II, I actually, so I rented it for 2 weeks or whatever. Played through the campaign
Yeah.
real quick, um, because I have to, and that was pretty decent. But yeah, the zombies was not very good. And then yeah, multiplayer was. I'm not a sniper person. I'll never be a sniper person on a video game, so I kind of returned it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, Black Ops 4 I just never really played. I played it the beta. Um, realized it was exactly like Black Ops 3, except you have operators, and I knew immediately I wasn't gonna fucking buy it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It had the different special abilities.
Mm-hmm. And even then, I mean, so many people refused to play it that they actually had to fucking give it away for free at one point. For a month, they gave it away for free.
Which is fucking sad.
Yeah. Um, and then it feels like there was a lot of time in between Black Ops 4 and when Modern Warfare 19 came out. But, every year there's a new Call of Duty, and it just feels like they're so far apart sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then definitely my favorite one finally came out.
Modern Warfare
Uh,
2019.
you know, the campaign is amazing. It has its fucked up parts. It has its parts that kind of don't work, but overall, really really good. Um, gunplay, like I said, and I've been saying over and over and over, is absolutely insane. Love it. Gunfight, just absolutely love with that game mode, obviously. Um, and they introduced the night vision TDMs and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
which initially I thought was going to be ridiculous. And maybe this is like way out of my league. But it was just so much fun. It's so cool, especially when you play it in the fucking dark. So cool. And of course, my favorite gun, the 725.
Is there a favorite gun in any Call of Duty?
Yeah, I really don't have too much bad to say about it besides the maps, and not being able to vote for maps. That's the only
Yeah.
downside I have for 2019.
Yeah. Um, right. If only. Yeah, that one had better maps.
Yeah.
Just God, I feel like uh, Ramza, which was a good map, liked a
Yep.
lot, but I feel like I played there a ton, Crash a ton, which, again, Crash was in the first Modern Warfare. So yeah, if that even counts for Modern Warfare 2019. I mean, it did come out right away, so I guess it counts.
Right.
Um, uh, yeah, otherwise all the other maps are kind of eh.
Right. And if the only downside for a Call of Duty map is the maps, granted that's bad, but that's still pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Like now with Cold War, the maps are decent. There's a lot more variety than there was in 2019, but um, gunplay's horrible.
Yeah. And I remember in the beginning, I'd always say like, wow, it takes so much longer to kill people. You almost got to have two people. Well, or
Mm-hmm.
instead of making the guns weaker, they just added health. Instead of 100 health, you have 150.
Right.
Um, which I mean, I feel like their thinking there is kind of to give like bad players a chance.
Yeah.
So I don't really see. And then like even in gunfight they give you flak jacket. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't really see why.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. Um, I was I was really looking forward to at least giving Cold War a chance. Um, when you had bought it, and you didn't really have too many bad things to say about it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's like I got on and we were playing, and I'm just what the fuck is this? The classes they gave you right off the bat was just brutal.
Those
you know,
again. How many Call of Duties have there been since Modern Warfare 4 or Modern Warfare 1? Since
too many.
2007 and
Right.
21, so like 14.
Yeah.
By far the worst default classes.
It's
You cannot. It is a miracle once you make it to level 4 or 5 or whatever it is to create a class.
it honestly really is because it's it's usually it's like all right, everybody knows the drill. You got to make it to 4, to get to your creative class, and even then you
Yeah,
don't have the best weapons until you level up even more.
yeah. But at least you
It's
can pick shit you like and put it together.
right. The problem is it's usually not as much of a pain in the ass to just get to level 4. Usually you can do it in maybe 2 maps. You
Yeah.
know, because you'll level up once or twice just alone in the first map just by getting 5 or 6 kills. It was so hard just to get 3 kills with the guns that they give you. I think it took 4 or 5 maps. It seemed like it felt just to get to level 5 or whatever. And then when you get to create class, it's the same fucking guns, and you don't get attachments. So, and then there it's just all right. I got to make it to now level 10 before I get anything good. That was just absolutely brutal. And then they didn't come out with Gunfight right away. It took them
Yeah.
2.5 months. I think it was after Christmas we finally got Gunfight. They brought back Nuketown, which they do in every single Black Ops. Nuketown's kind of just overdone for me now. I like it in Gunfight. Everybody knows the map. It's equal ground. So I'm fine with it. I have zero interest in playing it on TDM. In fact,
Right. Yeah.
the maybe the absolute first night. No, actually, not at all. I've never played TDM on Cold War. Yeah, and
I would
that's
always
the
I would always play domination, so that's part of it. Play with me,
right,
yeah. I didn't touch team deathmatch, but some of that I knew from the beta.
right.
Yeah, TDM was
But
pretty
you and
shit.
I literally played TDM and Control.
Yeah,
We have not touched
or
TDM.
domination and control, but yeah, we have
Yeah.
not touched TDM.
The fact that we've never played Team Deathmatch is it should just show how bad this game is.
Yeah,
No matter what, Team Deathmatch, while it might not be the best as far as the stuff goes, you always have to start there. That's just where everybody plays, and that's just how it is. Just that's how bad the gunplay is. Is you don't want to play that because you're just gonna get shit on by people that just know how to fake it to win.
God,
There's,
we're just for we're just saying all these like good things and like controversial things for the other Call of Duties, and then this one we're talking about default classes,
but
team deathmatch, like just the most random things
but that's the
for
thing
Cold
though
War.
is Call of Duty has a very very simple copy and paste for every single game that they have. They just have to tweak a couple things. But
Yeah,
otherwise, it's literally copy and paste every fucking game,
they have the formula.
exactly every year. It's the same shit, and somehow in this one game they fuck it all up.
Or like in my opinion, they like half-assed it. Like again,
If
it's middle of February and we have two maps. One's a fucking
hmm
remake for zombies. Like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
and I don't know.
And then
If this wasn't Call of Duty, we would not be playing it right now. We would not still be playing it once a week. Uh, I I can like fully say that, because you and I played the shit out of, for example, a free game, Rogue Company, for a couple
yeah.
weeks.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. We'd be back playing that. 100% agree.
Yeah, we honestly
Even
maybe after the first
even
2 days we would have
yeah.
been done if it wasn't Call of Duty.
Even if this one didn't have zombies, I wouldn't be surprised if we at least spent, you know, half our nights doing uh Rogue Company
Yeah,
and then half some gunfight. But yeah,
right.
zombies kind of has saved it.
Well, and it saved it sort of because yeah, the first map definitely was not the greatest.
Yeah.
It's good enough to be passable,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just how low on the totem pole zombies has been over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Um, but it was good enough to get by. Whatever they brought back the World at War map a little bit, and they added some shit to it. So
And then like it was similar. It was in either the third or fourth Black Ops. There's something similar to it's like the original World of War map, and like you can get outside.
yeah,
I just think it didn't have the tunnels, but
right,
that was it.
yeah, and then the Base Z um, is kind of just an all new everything. At least for me, in terms of zombies. The problem is it took them fucking 5 months to give
Yeah.
me a new map for zombies, and I
Mm-hmm.
was stuck playing just the one map. And eventually, I was just kind of done playing zombies
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't want to keep playing the same map over and over and over. At least with Firebase Z, I actually don't mind playing it over and over
Oh
and
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Um, One, because it's super fucking challenging at certain parts. They added a lot of new shit, like the raids on each individual side of the map, which is fucking insane. With thousands of zombies are coming through those portals. Plus, the mini bosses are really cool because it's not just one big dude coming at you every fucking time. Um, Pack a punch is kind of cool in it. The
Yep.
power is a little annoying, but it's different. Um, so it's
I
not
mean,
that big of a
I
deal.
don't mind. It's something to do those early rounds. Go to the
Right.
reactivators,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. No, I
round
hear you.
like 14 or 15 or whatever when they have like the tower defense.
Yep.
They
I
could.
like those.
I was thinking about this before we started the podcast. They could make a game mode. Wouldn't be the greatest game mode ever, but I'd at least play it a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Just tower defense, and like
Yeah.
you can move the sentries around, buy other things. Just put the mystery box out there, a couple other
Right.
randos, and yeah, that could be
Well,
something.
and so see, the thing is, Call of Duty, if they could get together, they could release a $40 game of just zombies if they really wanted to,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and just put all the zombie maps in it.
Mm-hmm.
Remaster them, tweak them a little bit. People buy it.
They
I'd buy it.
if they put every map from World at War to Firebase Z, um, they could sell that thing for like $200. Everything remastered.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I mean,
wouldn't
I'd
want to
buy it.
pay $200 for a video game, but shit.
Right.
And then like, yeah, yeah, like it, yeah,
I mean, they should. Once they
yeah,
run out of ideas, which I'm sure they are.
yeah,
um, but yeah, Firebase Z has what has saved Cold War for me. Because as far as multiplayer is concerned, I have zero interest in it. Besides gunfight,
yeah.
um, I'll play a domination or a control, but it just pisses me off when you play it.
Yeah.
Prop
honestly,
hunt.
the competitive mode we played, I'd play that again before playing just random domination, random control. Just saying.
Right. Prop hunt was really really fun when we were first initially playing it, and now it's more of
Yeah,
kind of just to end the night, quick little
yeah,
match, and then I'm on my phone half the time because it's either I'm just hiding and I'm
yeah,
just gonna fucking sit there, or I'm dead, so I'm just gonna scroll through TikTok.
yeah, yeah. Right. Prop. I feel like prop hunt and infected is not something you can play every day.
No, and I
Even
love
yes,
infected.
your beloved infected mode
Love
that you want
infected.
to play in every fucking game.
Absolutely, fucking love infected. That was one thing that I liked with Modern Warfare. 2019 they tweaked it, where you had your regular infected, but then they had almost like a infected with 60 people and shit like that. That
Yep.
was actually really really cool. The first couple times, and then it just took too long, but
Um,
um,
the
it was
one
cool.
okay. The one really dumb thing though is the fact in that infected mode they added kill streaks or they added the 30 kill nuke.
Yeah,
So I just found it really dumb. The videos of like people taking the vehicle and then they would just run over the infected with it and then
right.
get a fucking nuke and then everyone would lose. I
Yeah,
I don't get why that was never fixed. But yeah, it's Call of Duty. You never really know.
right. And they're never actually gonna fix
especially
anything.
especially like the the like new generation of Call of Duty. The old one, or old school, a little bit more consistent. Nowadays, yeah,
Right.
you're gonna
Yeah.
get some like like you've kind of said throughout the podcast. You're gonna get some good with all these, and you're gonna get some just shit. uh,
Yeah, and that's just the thing, man. Certain Call of Duties, they just do one thing better than the others. Cold War just has really good zombies. They only have fucking two maps, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because that's all they do good.
this is
uh,
back to the like the default classes. You figure they'd be pretty good again because like Call of Duty, they have skill based matchmaking now. They're trying to get new people, take care of the noobs. The
mhm.
fucking horrible default classes completely shoot them in the foot.
Right. Honestly.
Like, if I play Call of Duty for the first time and I gotta use one of those classes, hell no. I'm not playing
Right.
another game.
If anything, the only thing Cold War One made me want to do when I first downloaded it was re-download Modern Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
And
Uh,
even then, at one point, I did delete Modern Warfare through its cycle just because it was way too fucking big.
yeah. Um, one thing I think we got to get into skill based matchmaking.
Mm-hmm.
Because like again, it actually bugged me more in Modern Warfare 2019 because like
Okay.
now it might have been my fault because like I've never played with or I've never intentionally played with bad people in in Cold War, where like again I would play with Falcon and
Yep.
just get bot lobbies and I'd look really good, so that could be my own fault. Why it was just unplayable when I wasn't playing with another person outside a gunfight, but yeah, supposedly they're looking at going away with it, but yeah,
Well,
hopefully.
here's the thing, and I think this was mainly the reason that it kind of screwed you when you were playing by yourself, is because one, obviously you're better than me. Um, at least initially, I was fucking tearing it up on Modern Warfare 2019, and then it went through all the updates and nerfed the shit out of all my main guns I played with, and I kind of fell off the map a little bit. So I would bring you down a little bit because you would be playing in my lobbies, but it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Where it would make too much of a difference. You more or less, you and I are pretty even, but you're definitely better. Just shows with gunfight and shit like that too. But then you would play with Falcon, and shit. If you really wanted to, I'm sure you could get a nuke every single round. um,
That was when I played with another girl.
well,
Cause
that's true.
like all the people in that lobby, it looked like they were like handicapped, like
Right,
moving super slow, just horrible reaction time. But yeah,
right. But that's the thing, though. That was just making your skill base just shoot that much higher,
yeah.
And then you would go and play by yourself, and then all of a sudden you're in fucking top tier
I'm
players.
playing with face, yeah.
So in a way, I think you were kind of shooting yourself in the foot, and there's
Yeah.
no good way to monitor because everybody's gonna play with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
So there wasn't like a good way to monitor that. Where it's, hey, you can play with your friends, and that's not gonna fuck up your skill base
Yeah.
too much for when you go and play solo.
My question though, why don't we see more people on TikTok, YouTube, wherever that talk about the skill based matchmaking? Why aren't they like being like me and like trying to recruit like terrible people like Falcon? Like so that
I
they
don't
can
know.
get the easier lobbies. They can get the sick gameplays, the nukes, whatever. I don't know.
I I
Just,
don't I don't know, but mainly because I think you play to the skill level more or less with the people that you play regularly. You and I are pretty fucking even when we play almost anything nowadays. Because more or less, I know exactly how you fucking play, and you know how I play, and we kind of just go hand in hand with that.
yeah.
And other YouTubers aren't gonna want to go and try to play with other people because whatever, they'll use them for their fame or some shit. And you just want to play with your buddy. You know how your buddy plays.
Yeah.
I think that kind of plays a huge part in it, and it's just mainly just the people trying to come up. That only have 10 viewers
Mm-hmm.
are really trying to play with the losers.
Yeah.
Really. So at least that's what I think. But who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I feel like I was kind of because like people didn't really start complaining about skill based matchmaking too until like towards the end of the Modern Warfare 2019 life,
Right.
um, where I was kind of ahead of that. I was already saying like, oh my god, this is unplayable unless I'm playing with someone else because I had never experienced. Yeah, I feel like
Right.
before they would just go by level, get people similar level to you.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, now it's skill and it's obvious.
Yeah, but I will say, just in general for Call of Duty, I'm almost done with this one until like some new stuff comes out. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually debating on downloading Fortnite. I'm actually looking at it right now, um, and just going back to it, just seeing if I can get halfway decent at it again. Um, Plus, obviously, it's crossplay too.
Yeah.
So just because it's just so irritating playing that one right now, it's just not. It's at the point where it's just almost not even fun.
Mm-hmm.
um,
Um,
yeah,
right.
it's just
Like
kind of
they.
ruined it.
So like, I mean, we can kind of talk about like what they got to do to fix it. One,
Yeah,
I'd like to see less health, so the guns are can kill faster. But whatever. If they don't, what do they definitely got to do though? Got to add gunfight maps. Like it's
yeah,
been in the game. Like we started playing it like December. Like it's not really limited edition anymore. Like it's obviously gonna stick around.
right.
Add some maps. Add some zombies maps. Um,
Hmm.
no more remakes. So, 'cause people get, oh my god, remake for this. No, no remakes. I want new shit.
Yep,
Um, uh, maybe for the multiplayer too, they could bring back Demolition. That was kind of hype. That came out at
sure.
the end of Modern Warfare 2019. Um, But yeah, I guess those would be my few things on Cold War. And I
Uh,
guess just on the main menu too, be less buggy, less gotta close it every now and then,
Dude,
just so you can
done.
join a match with your buddy.
That really I only need two things to be fucking fixed in this game. Is yeah, the bugs. I hate closing this fucking game after every match. It seems like sometimes. Oh my god, it's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. You know, even just trying to join a lobby with you sometimes is just the most frustrating thing in the entire world.
Yeah,
Um,
I could try it a couple times. It'll say joining, and then failed error failed.
yeah, that is just so irritating. And then this isn't something that they can fix now just because we all have the game, but is just the gunplay. I just hate the guns. I hate how they
Mm-hmm.
feel. I hate how they shoot. I hate the recoil on guns that really shouldn't have as much recoil as they do. Um, yeah, it just feels like it was rushed. It wasn't really thought through.
So like I have seen a ton of rumors that the game the smaller studios, trying to think of the name, Raven and Sledgehammer, like started making Cold War, and
Mm-hmm.
then I guess uh, had different ideas. They didn't work together real well or something, and then Treyarch had to come in and basically work with what was made and finish the game. So I mean, part of
Awesome.
me is like, well, it's like they're leaking that to like save Treyarch's name, but
Right.
it's still just fucky. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I just have
yeah,
so many
that's just
complaints.
kind of gaming nowadays. Just fucking pick a day to release the beta and figure it out later with patches.
Right.
Unfortunately,
And that's my thing with just games in general. Now they all get released half-assed so that they can fix them later. They get their money now so they can pay whoever, and then they just fix it as they go. But
Cyberpunk. That's
right,
Cyberpunk is one people are split on though.
yeah.
People saying it's amazing. Uh, things never tried in any other game, and then some people saying
And now
it's
it's
fucked.
beyond unplayable,
Yeah.
which is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, no, I definitely have my complaints, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
So otherwise, did you ever play any of the first three Call of Duties?
No, actually, not really. I think I got glimpses of them back in the day, but never actually like full on played them.
Um, you remember I played Call of Duty 2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, came out on GameCube. um,
so it wasn't good.
yeah, or I put it on YouTube back in the day. The campaign. It I mean, it was a campaign, so
Right.
yeah. And obviously, yeah, like the GameCube controller was not made for first-person shooters. But
Mm-hmm.
even if I use the controllers nowadays, it's still just a campaign. And Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 3 are real clunky too, like the sprinting and I don't know.
Right.
Another reason
Yeah.
Modern
Yeah.
War- Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 was a big jump. Um, it irks me. The people that say Call of Duty 3 is like the best. Oh, like those people are worse than Black Ops 2 people. The people that say Black Ops 2, but I despise Black Ops 2 people more Just I don't know, just because there's more of them.
Yeah, no, I'm just I'm in that boat where uh, I'll play the Call of Duties just because it's what you and I play. But
Yeah.
if it wasn't, then I just probably wouldn't really even play them at this point. I'm just they gotta bring me back somehow. They had me hooked when it came to MW19, and now I'm just kind of you guys gotta do something. Whether it's take a couple years.
Hmm.
I know it's multiple different developers every single year, so technically they get 3 years per or whatever. Still,
Well, I hope they didn't spend 3 years on Cold War. Like,
right?
damn.
It, yeah, it's just at the point now where because that was like the biggest thing. People were making so many excuses about Cold War because it's like, well, they didn't realize that Modern Warfare 19 was going to be such a hit, so that's why they didn't make it the same. It's like, well, you had a year
Yeah.
when you realize how big of a deal 19 was.
Hmm.
So that's definitely not a fucking excuse. And once you see the game previous to it is way more superior, you know you're in fucking trouble. So I don't know. I have a lot of issues with Call of Duty just in general right now.
Hmm.
And I've fucking had Call of Duty issues for fucking 5 years at this point.
One of your most popular YouTube videos is ranting about World War II.
Yeah. Uh, and it turned out I was fucking exactly right on it
Yeah.
too. So yeah, man. Yeah, Call of Duty needs to shape up.
Hmm. So, what Call of Duty do you want to see next? I got a good answer, but yeah, you go first.
Uh, I wouldn't mind another modern, not a modern warfare, but like a modern-ish
Hmm.
Call of Duty. Maybe a little bit into the future. Nothing crazy where you're fucking laser guns or whatever. Um, Slightly more modern, like a 2100 or something stupid like that. Or even like a Vietnam one wouldn't be deep bad.
Oh, yep.
Kind of do a World at War type of thing. But those are like the main two I could see.
Okay.
Because if they, yeah,
So yeah, I kind of said this earlier, what I want what I want them to do, but I want to see release the futuristic one, like the rumors say, and then remaster Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer.
right. Yeah, because they remastered the campaign and nobody cared.
Yeah, I those people on TikTok, they already remastered Modern Warfare 2. The campaign doesn't count. You can't drop a nuke in the campaign.
um, to kind of finish this off, how would you feel if they went and did like a Civil War or a Revolutionary War Call of Duty?
Um, I'm just worried about the guns because like there aren't ARs in World War II, so
It would be like a muskets and like because I know there was Tommy
muskets.
guns kind
Oh,
of in the Revolutionary War, maybe Civil War. Yeah, Civil War. There was kind of like a Tommy gun style of thing,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean it'd be muskets, bayonets, swords. I mean, just think though if they went that route
I would
and
play. I definitely
cannons.
play zombies in that time area with those.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I think the only reason they couldn't do something like that is because it takes like 30 seconds to reload. And nobody's gonna fucking
Oh
to
Yeah, that would be killer
nowadays.
too.
Yeah. So yeah, nobody would play that nowadays because everybody's got to go.
Hmm.
But if
Oh,
it,
the knife would be dominant. Oh, that'd be my gun in that one.
but I mean that'd be kind of cool if they tried something, even if it's just like a side mode or some shit. That would be kind of cool.
That's something. Uh, uh, if we ever start playing regular game modes in Cold War again, you gotta, now that you've prestiged and you've unlocked everything, you gotta try what I do using the knife and then the poison gas,
Yeah.
and then
Uh,
yeah, just run around.
at this point, I'd be down for it because who cares about fucking KD nowadays?
Yeah, right.
So
And again, that kind of ties into like the leaderboards and like I try and use them. I don't know. They just never work, or I can't see friends, or who cares about the random people in the world that have a similar KD to you at this exact moment? Like,
right,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
And then the people, if you go hit the top of the list, it's just hackers up there, anyways. Million, mil. Okay, so I remember when I was a squeaker doing that Modern Warfare 2 leaderboards, top KD, and like thinking like this guy with like a 7 billion KD, one death. He actually was just that big, that much of a god, but no, he's just a
right,
fucking hacker.
yeah, yeah. Those days are definitely
I remember
far
one
behind me.
when I was a squeaker one time. Yeah, the guy's KD was like 1,000. Just send a message like, "How do you do that?" or what tips do you give, or just asking for advice somehow. And the guy's like, "Do you know how modding works?" No joke as his response.
Right,
And
right,
I was like, "Oh, okay." So that guy's just
right. Yeah, yeah. No, Call of Duty's kind of past its prime right now, so we'll see.
another thing with the kids is like they don't totally get the time before online gaming. Part of the
Right.
reason why I bought that Xbox right away to play Call of Duty, I thought it was just so dope, sitting at home and you're just talking to random people, or you could be
Yeah.
talking to friends and playing. Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of got into it, yeah, just because I wanted to hop on zombies and just talk a bunch of shit and tell people they suck. Even when I was a
that
squeaker,
right.
never really
Yeah.
did though.
No. When online gaming actually started going, I was yeah, that was the coolest thing ever. My first experience was the actual Battlefield 2 on the PlayStation 2. Um, Definitely nothing like what first person shooters are now. But
Hmm.
that was one of the coolest things ever because you're playing with 40 people on a
Yeah.
big ass map
Yeah.
and you're just tooling around, you
Right.
know.
Right. Instead of playing with bots that you're
Right.
just gonna fuck up, you're playing with like real people and they're using their gun. Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. It was just coolest thing ever. You're flying around in helicopters, you're driving cars, you're playing at not C4, but landmines in the middle of the street because a tank or somebody's gonna drive right on over it, and you're just
Hmm.
gonna fuck up their day because it took them 20 minutes to get all the way across the map. So
Yeah.
no, that was the whole reason to get a fucking console and shit. Um, and now it's just kind of whatever.
Mm.
So, and it's definitely something that the kids nowadays take advantage of for sure.
Hmm. They're right. They grew up with it, so I feel like they don't have that. Whoa! Like oh my god! Like
Right.
just like mind blowing. Like when people were showing it to me. Uh, He's right. I didn't know about World of Warcraft or any of that or
Yeah.
shit. Like pretty much right when we got real internet, not too long after I got Xbox and Gold and yeah.
Right.
So otherwise, I guess to end it, because we're going on 2 hours. Rank. Give me your top five Call of Duties of all time.
Shit. All right, let me bring up my list of Call of Duties. Uh, so obviously 19.
Adding in zombies and complete game mode.
Right.
Yeah.
So 19, and then at MW2 and MW are definitely my top three.
Yeah.
Um, which is actually kind of funny that basically all the Modern Warfares are the best. Uh, Ghosts, I would actually put in my top five, as much as it might be hated. And then Black Ops.
Mhm. So yeah, my top five, like my number one would be Black Ops, obviously.
Yep.
Second Modern Warfare. Um, and then the third one, yeah, this is where it gets tricky because I because of gunfight, I would go Modern Warfare 2019 at three.
Sure.
Um, four, uh, Modern Warfare, um, and like the remastered is still good, but the original Call of Duty 4, I feel like was more balanced, and where the remastered favors longer range weapons like snipers. I just ate people alive with the M16 in that one, which was good, but not wasn't the best in the real Modern Warfare.
Right.
Yeah, just for the kids out there. Um, and yeah, and then that last spot, I can. Well, no, I can't go Black Ops 2. Even though the zombies were really good. Uh, Cold War, not enough there. Um, oh shit. World at War.
Yeah, I did kind of forget about World at War. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
World. I Cause like the multiplayer really wasn't that bad, but uh, it's almost tied with the well. We'll just Black Ops for my top five. Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, and then 3 through 5 is Modern Warfare 2019, First Modern Warfare, and World at War. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard because I mean they definitely had some good ones, but they definitely had some bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, because Modern Warfare 3 didn't do enough to get in there.
hmm
Ghost again, I really like Strike Zone, but not quite enough there for me. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Otherwise, any other memories? Any other thoughts?
uh no,
Yeah.
no. I think we covered basically.
Yeah. I think. I mean, again, 2 hours. I think we got a lot out there. That first hour flew by. I ain't gonna lie. I've kind of been looking at the clock and yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think we'll wrap it up there.
Cool.
Thanks for listening, everybody.